Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, there is snow on the ground. It is winter right now. So happy holidays to everyone and happy new year. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the quirks and features of the Hyundai Elantra N. I'm a big fan of Doug DeMuro and I like how he points out some of the strange things about cars. This car definitely has a couple of them. Some things that some prospective buyers might want to know about the Hyundai Elantra N, as well as some people that might already own a Hyundai Elantra N. You might not know about some of these things. Without further ado, let's get started with some of the quirks and features of the Hyundai Elantra N. Let's get started with the quirks and features of the Hyundai Elantra N. The Hyundai Elantra N comes with summer-only tires, which I think is a pretty interesting feature, considering that one of the main reasons I bought this car is, I don't really have to do much to this car because everything's already done to it. It's got great brakes, it's got an exhaust, it's got awesome tires. Well, again, the caveat is that those tires are for summer only. I have gone with Continental DWS 06 Plus tires on some 18-inch wheels. So if you want to drive this car in any kind of snowy weather whatsoever, you're going to need some all-season tires at the very least on your OEM wheels. But downsizing to the 18s has proven to be a pretty good idea for winter driving anyway. So quirk number 2 is going to be the exhaust. As most of you guys know, this car comes with a valved active exhaust. You can go from a relatively mild sound to a very aggressive pops and bangs kind of sound. Well, what you might not know is, depending on which setting you're in, the exhaust gases will only come out of one side of the exhaust. This is normal mode, and you can see that the exhaust is obviously only coming out of the left side exhaust. We're going to put it into, you can see normal mode, we're going to put it into sport. Now as you watch, the exhaust is only coming out of the right side. And this will be the same as N mode. So Sport and N come out the right, normal and Eco come out the left, which is pretty interesting. I thought when you would be in N mode or Sport mode, it would be coming out of both exhausts and only normal would be just the left, but it's actually just comes out of one side or the other. So kind of an interesting thing in the winter time when someone's behind you and they're wondering, why is his exhaust only coming out of one side even though he has a dual exhaust car? Well, there you go. All right, time for another quirk and feature, and this is one of the more popular features of this car, so I'd be surprised if you didn't know about this. And that's the strut bar that goes across the back of the two strut towers. What's interesting is the seats still fold down. So you grab these two pull handles here, pull it down, and you can see you still have a pass-through. So I put my mountain bike back here, fits in there. So what I'll do is I'll wrap that bar with a towel so I don't mark it up, and I'm actually still able to take, I do take the front wheel off my mountain bike, but I am able to still fit it in there. So it is still very versatile. I suppose if you wanted to put a box through there, you're not going to be able to do it, but anything that's relatively thin or has a low profile, you can still slide it in, and it's still a very useful space. Now, while we're back here, I'm going to show you another strange quirk about this car. There is no armrest in the back. Just very strange. I only know that the CTR, so the Civic Type R, has no armrest and has built-in cup holders on the side. But here you get nothing. There's no cup holders, there's no armrest, there's no back seat pockets. Again, sorry for the dirty seats. I did not clean the car. It's winter, but no seat pockets. So all you have back here is this, which is this very narrow pocket. Otherwise, it's just really Spartan in the back seat. But the armrest is just very strange to me. Why no armrest? One of the quirks of the Elantra N. So this is an interesting quirk, and I did not discover this one until about a month into ownership. But as you can see here, looking out the front windshield, this rearview mirror is kind of really like almost in the middle. If you can see that, almost in the middle of the windshield, which blocks kind of some of your view outside the window. So what I discovered is, and I don't know why they're shipped this way, but you can actually push this all the way up here and then tilt your mirror down like so, as you can see there. And then look at how much more room you have on the bottom of the windshield. So this mirror is about, I'd say probably a good 2 inches higher now and blocks so much less of the windshield. I just thought that was really weird that they ship it all the way down and you have to push it up to gain some more vision out the front window, but it really does make a huge difference when you adjust that. Pretty weird. Now this one is a pretty known thing, but some of you might not know it, is that these ends here in the seat have a little piece of plastic, clear plastic from the factory that's on that is really hard to know if it's on there or not until you've lived with the car for a little bit and you could say, hey, wait, is there something on this? So if you are an Elantra N owner, I would highly recommend you check and see, is there a piece of clear plastic on top of that N that you have yet to peel off from the pre-inspection process. So check your N, see if you got a piece of plastic on there. Kind of weird. Another interesting feature, guys, on this car is the light up door handles. There's these little lights that are behind this door handle that light up. And at night, it's extremely helpful to have that just to see where your door is. Really, really cool feature. This one goes without saying. I think most people that know about this car know about this strange quirk, and that is this printed graphic that's on the side of your panel here. This is the mode selector for the Elantra N line. This is where you select your drive modes. And so it's this really big button here. And so for the Elantra N, I guess they felt like it would have just been a big black panel with nothing on it. So for visual aesthetics, they added this graphic. And I actually have a phone mount, a quad lock. So I'm able to actually cover this up with my phone 99% of the time I'm in my car. So I don't have to see this, but very strange thing to have just a printed graphic to try to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. Very strange. All right, a infotainment system strange thing about the Elantra N. In most typical cars, if you want to go up the list, you might say, you would hit the up button. But on the Elantra N, it's actually the down button. I'm pressing down and it's going up the list, and vice versa. Pressing up, it's going back. Just a strange thing. It's completely reversed from most cars. I do believe that with an update to this navigation system that fixes that, but then you get rid of this really cool tube looking graphic for the radio. So I've actually decided not to update the navigation just because I really like the way this looks, the tubes. So just again, strange quirk. All right, on to our last quirk and feature of the Hyundai Elantra N. Let's say you're, well, like on a day like today, let's say you're stuck in traffic, there's snow, you just need to unwind and chill out and clear your mind. You press this mode button, you have a sounds of nature feature. Hopefully you're picking up on the audio here. We got rainy day. Open air cafe. Ooh, warm fireplace. This would be good for a day like today when it's snowing out. Snowy village. Oh, even better. Lively forest. I have to admit, this is my favorite. Nice zen moment. And then you have calm sea waves. I actually really like this feature, and I'm not going to lie, every once in a while, I'm stressed out. Other than the amazing sound of the exhaust, this is the next best thing right here. Or calm sea waves, too. This is very nice. But for today, we're going to do Snowy Village because, again, it's snowing out. But how interesting of a quirk is that this car has sounds of nature as a mode on the radio? I just think that's really cool. Well, guys, that wraps up this video of the quirks and features of the Hyundai Elantra N. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like and subscribe. Look forward to them making some more content for you guys. And Happy New Year if I don't put out content before the new year arrives. Till the next, guys. Peace out.